Welcome back all. In this video we are going to discuss about structures, patterns, triangles and geometrical patterns, etc. So check my telegram channel and be sure to subscribe this. There are a lot of patterns in the market, but circles, triangles and squares, these three rules, and lots of triangles are there in the market, and if you know how to find that from top down approach, from top time frames like monthly, weekly and daily, and how to zoom in into the smaller time frames. So always focus on the higher time frames or top time frames like monthly, weekly and daily. There are different types of triangle. You can see the acute, obtuse, right angles, scalene, equilateral, isosceles, and how it forms different patterns and structures. It gives us clues. Even before forming a triangle, we can able to see that and make use of that in our trading. So this is very basic, and if you know this simple idea, it would take you to more advanced steps. So you don't have to find too much of complicated patterns, but whatever I'm going to show you, it can help you finding the overall structure and help you to analyze, and you can do it yourself and forecast, and lots of trading ideas you can derive from these which I'm about to show you. So see here, it's a bull market. It starts from here to here, anywhere it's a bull market. The price moves from the bottom to the top and initially, and from there it stops at certain price, a certain level, and from there it decides whether to go up or to come down. This is how initially a trend forms. You can call this a trend, a wave or cycle, whatever it is. But let's say it forms, the initial wave or cycle, it forms and it stops here and decides. So likewise in the bearish market, you can see it comes down, it stops, from there it decides to whether to go up or down. See, furthermore, when the trend develops or the cycle forms, this is how it moves. Initially it goes up, from there it drops. So it goes down, from there it pushes up. So finally it forms a triangle. You can see that it is also a square if you connect correctly. So when you're looking at triangle, you can see that it went up, from there it dropped, from down it went up again. See, even though I have explained many advanced concepts and patterns, why I am showing this here is, this is how we should look into the markets and how you should form a certain trading edge based on this. So when it forms a high and drops, it acts as a strong supply or resistance there. From here, if it holds, it acts as a strong demand or a support here. Same here. So from here it will decide. So in bullish market, from here again it drops, or in bearish market, whatever the case it is, from here it will decide whether to go up or to go down further. So it should take any direction from here. It's not always necessary you should decide here. It can also manipulate here, it can also go there. So when it takes such support, it acts as a strong zone here, and likewise here. So from here it can go up. So in the downwards direction also, you can see here the price, it could be from here it started and came down, again it's stopping here, it could reverse here, it could go up. Likewise here, from here it went up, so again it forms a new triangle here. From here it could go down, or again it could push up and break this high again here. Likewise here, it could come down here, it could break this low and go down, or it could range in between, it could go up. So how to determine where to look, where the support forms, where the resistance forms, and if it is going to break here, or not. For that, the further we move, we discuss that. But now, when let's say the market is actually in uptrend, this is a trend, it drops down. So you don't have to look too much into the past. Just look your left and see this pattern alone. I mean this trend alone, and how it has formed, and based on that you can trade. This is one of the major ideas many miss to see, and they complicate with too many steps here. You don't have to check too many support resistance in the past and get confused here, just look your previous trend, what has happened or what had happened, and from there you can determine if it is dropping. You can see this and decide here. Let me show in real time. When you are looking at this market, let's say the price is actually here. Okay, so you don't have to check too much of the past here, just look into this past previous trend alone to the left side. What had happened here, you can see based on that support and resistance, you can actually trade this. So likewise, this is bigger trend compared to this. So when you are trading this, you can watch this actually. So it's all triangles. You can see here. In markets, it's not always perfect. From here it completes. So from here to here, here to here, it completes a triangle. So let's say, okay, from here it starts to go up. So you should be considering this trend from here to here. So this hasn't broken yet. I mean, this low, it didn't break here or it didn't break this high. So the market's been here retracing. It went up, again came down. So when you are trading this trend, I mean this one, from here to here, when you are at buy, if you are selling here, something like that. So you have to check this and this overall trend. This alone is enough. You don't have to go too much deep into the past. So likewise, when it is dropping here, you should be considering this low to high because this has not been breached yet. So once the price touches here, the triangle completes. From there it pushes up. From here it pushes up. This high, it goes up massive. Before that there was a retracement here. So in this case, when you're considering to trade here, you should be looking at this and this. Let's say the market is here. If you're planning to take a buy or sell somewhere here, so you should be considering this trend. So based on this, the calculation should be done here. The patterns, it should work based on this trend. So furthermore, if you have to add some more, you should be considering this one. See here, from here to here. So if this breaks, you should be considering this. By consider, I mean if you are to take some trades here, if you're checking, looking for some support resistance or how to trade some price levels, this could help you. So most of the time the market's ranging in between these higher time frames. So you'll have some trade setups in this. Unless the scenarios like this, if it is in all-time highs, you must know a lot of different things to find the levels on top, because there is no past history to check like I have shown here. During that time, you would have to use some other methods and calculation to find that. So look here, how about this? It went up, from there again it came down, it touches this low here, so almost completely in a triangle, and it goes up. Not only that, if it goes up to here to form all-time highs, so almost here there is a triangle, you can see here, triangle inverted. So it breaks here, from there it goes up. So this is the reason it went up massive high. So there it stops and it goes up actually. So there it forms another triangle. Somewhere like this. I will go into this why it didn't come here, because this is the place actually it broke and went up. There was a level here, triangle high there. So it has taken that, and from there it pushed up. If you see and zoom into the smaller time frames, you can see a lot of smaller triangles here. Like here, you can see that it ranged a bit here because of this high, and from here it went up. Okay, this is a triangle. Once it breaches, there is one more triangle formation here. You can take this slow here. Yes, here to here, here to here, and once it breaks this high, this becomes very strong level. So it's expected to hold here, but it didn't. It came down because there was some other very massive level. It hunted these stops from there. Many thought that it is going to go down. So you should combine the risk, you should combine the sentiment, you should see what is happening. You can see that how many dropping candles, and many thought it is going to crash out, but the levels are very, very strong here. So when you know these levels, you can know that the possibility of market holding and deciding there is very huge. So from there it went on to form another small triangles. So from this high to here, it broke this low. So this is most valid point, and from here it goes up. So this completes this triangle and again goes up from this high to this place where it broke, and once it's broken, it went up to gap up, and it gap up and it went up massive. So if you check this level, this high is supposed to hold, but it didn't. It broke, so it went up, which means that ignoring very key levels says that the market's not willing to hold, and lots of liquidity is here and from here, which in turn pushes the price to the newest high level, to the extreme level. See, this is a small concept and idea. Many they trade using 4 hours H1, it's all fine. When you are looking into the markets, first thing you have to do is look into the daily time frame, because it completes. One day means there is a lot of things happening in that single day, lots of decisions are made. So what happens in that single day candle is very, very important. Always when you're using some strategy, give your top priority to weekly and daily candle. Okay, if not, at least go with daily candle. It's the most important candle. I always use these three. By candle I mean the charts as well. So weekly, daily and monthly charts. Daily is most powerful chart. That's why I chose daily. I'm showing this, and even my previous gann and other calculations, what I did is I'm using to find time using this daily time frame only. So it's very, very, very crucial. If you master daily alone, you can know a lot of things in it. So when you are using this trend to find the ideas about here, so it will give you a lot of ideas. Let's say if you have a retracement here, but it didn't hold, it keeps on pushing up, it will give some strong signals here. Or in smaller time frame, it could show you. See here, it's been pushing up. Many would have thought that there is a lot of here, 1, 2, 3 areas here was supposed to stop, hunt and drop, but it went up again. It retested the same area, forming that triangle here. So which is coinciding with this high and this multiple support region. From there it pushed up. So this would act as a very, very strong area, not only with price, with time also. When you work on this, you would see that. So why is this important? It broke this high and it went up. So when the market it breaks a high, where it breaks, it's very, very important. So what I mean that exact thing is that when the market goes up, it forms a high. From here it drops. There is a triangle. Again when it breaks, there is a triangle here inverted. It goes up. So what makes this high? What breaks this high? What is the reason for the market to break this high is this liquidity and this low price. So when it breaks up, it gets broken and it goes up. So reason is this low. So it's what I mean. This high gets broken here. Why it happened is this place and this actually. So recently it went up, but overall, if you think this is the reason it broke this high. Okay, but in case overall trend, if you are looking at this is very, very strong. This is overall like a very big trend. This is a intermediate level and it breaks and it holds very strong, which in turn you can see that it went on to make very high prices here. Likewise, when the price drops, it keeps dropping. This high is very important because it broke this high, this low, and it went down. Again, this low, it touches here, it breaks here very clean. So which is the reason? This is the reason. So it came down, again here it drops. From here, this low, it gets broken. So which is the reason to break this low? This is the reason. But of course, this is the reason overall where it starts. It could be the bigger cycle, but here the intermediate cycle is here, leading the market to push furthermore downside. Again, this low gets broken. Reason is this low. So this is important. This is important. This is important. So when the future markets comes here, you can see lots of decision making at this prices only, which we call it as support or resistance. But we look into the market like the way I am telling you and showing you right now, which could help you to process and think in this way. So the market, so you are learning the markets in the right way. So when the pattern formation and some other things, when you are doing it in future, also some advanced methods, it could help you to correlate and interpret, and it could add up very exactly to the calculations when you're using and thinking in this way, rather than thinking as support and resistance. Understand the price first and why it is happening, how it is happening. Think in terms of triangles, and like I showed, if it is going up, look at these markets and have a look at the bigger trend which led to this situation, and from there it goes up. The concept is same in all the markets. You can see in the gold, the price pushed up, from here it came down. Again, there is a P or triangle. From there, this is the reason the price pushed up. So this is very, very important. When you are trading here, look into this trend alone. Okay? Taking decisions when you are seeing retracements or when you are seeing important levels, you can see here the price stopped here and gave a strong pin bar and went up. So these patterns I will cover later. The point is that when you are trading here, look into this pattern. Based on that, you can trade here. It broke upside and it went up. So when you are trading this, look left, see here. Based on that, you can trade here. So from here, it dropped, and from here, it went up. So where it breaks, it completes the triangle, a new trend forms. From there, the retracement starts. It could be manipulation and could drop more, or it could actually furthermore go upside in the future. So we decided further based on the further price action. So look here, recently this has formed. How to decide that? This is the recent trend which has formed from here to here. Very simple. So now what you have to do is, based on this trend, you will have to check this. You can zoom into your H4 or H1, however you wish, but make sure to mark those in the daily, so it can be very clear in the H4. So from this high to this low, it dropped, so it's deciding. So look for important price areas, price levels, resistance, supply areas here. So it's a stop, and from there it dropped. Again, we were expecting to go up, but it didn't. It came down and testing this level. From there it could push up, or it could retest and drop. So that will be decided in the future because it is based on this trend. So also have an overall idea about this overall trend here, its major resistance and support places here, and also this. If it is too confusing, just take this and this alone. That is more than enough. So bigger trend it starts. This is the reason actually it went up to make all-time highs. So this trend is very, very important. Based on that, this works. So this is a little bit retracement, and both has not been breached yet. Okay, this is a place where it went up. When it comes here, it could decide up, or it could go down. So here it has taken some retracement because of some other reasons. From here it went up. So now there is a lot of trend and cycle in play here. So now we will decide based on this. We decide here, and it's a lot of pips here, and it's ranging in between these zones only. So when you are ignoring these datas, in daily and weekly, and if you are looking into 15 minutes or 5 minutes, and if you are checking all this information, all these helpful ideas, you will miss in the smaller time frames. You should have a basic overall structure ideas, what's happening in the markets. You should know to find and analyze this simple low to high concept, and based on that only market it decides and moves further into its own range or own trend or its own cycle. Take your favorite chart or instrument and practice this method, and keep practicing it. I have shown how to see the triangles in there. from here to here, it broke here. See here, the triangle formation, it broke here, it went up. We saw a small pin bar here. It came down to retrace at the same place. It again broke down. Again it went up. It could also come down and then actually go up. Okay, so this is how we see the structure. There is a triangle here. You can see the triangle from here to here. This is the major trend. Why I am saying this as triangle is this is where the market stopped. So here there is a triangle, there is a triangle, it goes up, it comes down, there is a triangle here. Overall there is a triangle. We are not sure what it is going to do. So furthermore, with the patterns, some other ideas, we are going to introduce that and see here. But in smaller time frames, if you see here, it came down, again pushed up, and it holds and drops, which means it's a triangle. It's a good place actually. It holds, which means there is a nice resistance there, which is holding the market for a very long time here. So this is very valid place, which I have shown to the followers already. We know the price, why it is holding there. It's 2039. Okay. So this is how you should see the triangles, and this high was broken by this low. So it is very important. That's how you should see the markets. Likewise, when it is dropping, this low is broken by this high. So it is very important. When it comes here, it reacts and holds. These smaller things could help you enter trades as well when you practice more and see that. So few things we have learned here: how to see the overall trend in daily, how to see the smaller triangles, how it breaks, how the structure forms, how to find the support resistance using that previous trend alone. Don't have to check too much into the past to find support resistance. So how to see valid points using the basic structure and patterns alone on triangles. Okay, do practice more, and if you have any doubts, post in the comment, or you can ask me in my Telegram channel. There is a lot of new ideas on price action, patterns, structures, and a lot of new hints I'm going to show you, top secret hints, so it could help you improve in your trading. Which this is how I see and how I trade in a unique way. I'm not sure if someone has done this or taken or doing it in this similar way. So time and practice. If you are new to this video and channel, be sure to subscribe the channel and do join my Telegram for regular updates on Twitter as well. This is where you can contact me if you have any doubts in Telegram. Take care. See you in the next video.